right, so I'm going to be showing posterior sickles. For this, I was supposed to be using the 204 SD posterior sickle, but I don't have that in my kit, so I will be using this posterior sickle. And to show technique, I will also be using the Explorer. I will start off with my modified pen grasp. As always, when you have your modified pen grasp, you want to make sure you have a light C. You want to have your middle finger on for tactile senses, and then your fulcrum finger is your ring finger. So that as my modified C, I want to make sure everything is connected when I rock, roll, and I pivot. All right, so I'm going to be doing the lower left posterior buccal region. My patient is in a supine or semi-supine position because we're working on mandibular, and I'm actually at a 10 to 11 positioning. So I want to start at that distal line angle, my distal line angle, and I'm using indirect vision. And I'm going to be rocking and rolling into interproximal surfaces. So the instrument I'm using has a pretty big curve on it. Again, we start at the distal line angle, trying to keep that tip third adapted to the tooth, and rolling into the distal surface. I want to cover 51% interproximally. So going mesially, I want to make sure that I adapt the tip third to the distal line angle. And again, using indirect vision, I want to make sure I'm taking oblique strokes as I roll into the interproximal surface. So again, distal line angle, oblique strokes, going into distal, right, so now I'm going to be working on upper right posterior buccal region. I am in a supine position for my patient, and I am sitting at 9 o'clock because we're working on maxillary. I'm telescoping my instrument out quite a bit because we're working on posterior, and I'm using mostly indirect vision for this. I want to make sure that my tip 1/3 is adapted to the distal line angle of the tooth, and then I want to go ahead and start doing oblique strokes as I roll into the distal. Again, this instrument has quite a curve on it, so I don't have to roll too much. All right, and then to go mesial, I want to adapt my tip to the tip third of the scalar. I want to make sure that I am working mesially with oblique strokes. Again, this instrument has quite a curve on it, so I don't have to turn and pivot too much.